everybody? Welcome back to Cryptologic Podcast. This is your boy Cryptologic John and the best co-host of the game, Crypto Sage. We're here on episode 222. We are back with a jam-packed video for you guys. Hey, real quick, I want to say shout out to all the viewers, new subscribers, everyone who's commenting on the videos. Man, every video we're posting has been going up. Like, it's been going up and up and up, and every video we're posting is like number one rank in on the channel. So I'm really, excited to see that progress. I'm seeing that we've gained over 300, 400 subscribers in the last week or two. So I just, the numbers are going up, and me and Sage want to, say thank you to the community, and we're going to keep building this thing. What up though, Sage? What's up?
Everything's good, man. Everything's doing good. LCX is performing still well. It hasn't broke that 25% range, right? We said it on the last podcast. I think LCX's bottom is that 25-cent range. We haven't seen it, break that. Now, what we did do was tell everybody what the next LCX was in the last video. And for those who watched the last video, right, you can pull up the VRL if you can, the VRL chart. But in the last video, we talked about VRL and the potential it has. And if we look, VRL is up like what? For the month at least, or the past 7 days. How much is it up?
It says 395%. Yeah.
It's pumping. It's definitely pumping since the last time we talked about it. I'm excited about it. It's gonna perform extremely well. Like I've said, the utility is amazing. And they got some big mobile companies that they will be working with in the UK. But yeah, I believe VRL is going to be the next, basically, LCX. And I think it's honestly going to hit that $200 million market cap, which is like a 20x from here right now for the people who get in. So yeah, I think Virtual X is going to be that next one, man. Everyone pay attention to it. Virtual X is definitely something to keep your eyes on. What do you think about it, John?
I think it's a great project. It's making a lot of people money. Our last video, it was at about 5 million market cap. It's at 9 million now, so it's pretty much doubled. And then the first time you mentioned it and you told me about it, it was at like 1 million or 700,000 market cap.
When I first talked about this coin on TikTok, it was at 700,000, right? And I got in at that price. So, I am up a fuck ton right now. And I believe it's going to keep going. I believe it's going to hit those LCX, that LCX market cap. So that's why I keep trying to tell people, pay attention to what's going on, man, because this is going to be the next big thing. And they got some mobile partnerships lined up. That's going to be insane. Also, another thing, they're going to launch on BitGet very, very soon. So that's also going to add hype. That's also going to add extra liquidity. Just know that this thing is going to absolutely rip. Pay attention to this thing right now. And John, your camera's off.
I know. Hold on. I'm trying to fix it. But, so my bad, you guys. I had some technical difficulties with my camera, but we're back up. Let's get this show back on the road. So VRL, I think you were asking me what I thought about it. I think it's a legit project. $9 million market cap currently as it stands. 5 million the last time we made a video, which was like less than a week ago, like 4 days ago, at the time this video being posted. And then 700,000 when you first mentioned it. So now it's at 9 million. And the next time we watch this video, I bet she'll be like 20 million market cap. And then people are getting mad. Somebody in the comments was like, why'd you tell about it? Why'd you tell us about it now? If you had invested at that time of the video, you'd probably almost double your money right now from 5 million market cap to 9 million.
The thing is this, I talked about it on TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, if you don't follow John on TikTok, you're not going to get some of that early access information. This is why me and John are building something behind the scenes right now that we could kind of get everybody in. It's going to be like a private Telegram, very exclusive, and it's not going to be available to everybody. I want to make that very clear because we're throwing out really, really like big gems that are doing these 10Xs, 20Xs, and I just want to I want to keep it as small as possible. I want a small community. I don't want to get too crazy with it, so we want to make sure it's private, and we'll do like little releases, here and there. But the main point of this podcast is to talk about VXV. Me and John had this conversation last time where he was talking about what do I think about VXV. We did like a little deep dive behind the scenes, and now we're just going to kind of discuss what we think about VXV. So, John, if you want to pull up a chart real quick, and we just get straight to the point. I don't
Yes,
want to waste
sir.
anybody's time either. Talking all the technicals and talking about all of it. I want to just get straight to the point on VXV. John, I don't know if you want to start it off because you are someone who is VXV god.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to talk about VXV a lot, and it sounds like a broken record because that's with LCX. With LCX, obviously on this channel we talked about the token and the exchange back in early mid 2021, in the summer of 2021, when it was like around 3 cents, 2 cents. And then Vector Space was another one that was a gem. On this channel, I will pull it up. There's a video that's literally all you need to know about VXV. That video is on this channel. I'm gonna clip it up and post it on TikTok and other platforms later. But we did go on a deep dive on VXV and what its powers are, what its capabilities are, what it can do, its tokenomics, our price predictions, etc. And from that point on, VXV in that bull run went on to hit an all-time high of $16. And we started talking about it around the price that it's currently at right now, which is around like 50 cents. It's on a little dip right now. But I originally bought in, I think, around like 20 something cents. But VXV is one of the most underrated gems, and I said that back in 2021 because of what it can do in regards of analytical data. It projects, like, basically what it does is it accumulates all the data in the world, and then it utilizes AI technology to determine solutions and problems before the problems occur. So, like, say me and Sarah were on a phone call before, we're talking about like it can help astronauts. It can determine certain situations that happen with the rocket boosters or them landing somewhere, and figuring out, like, okay, how can you avoid this problem if this occurs. So, like, and then there's also what when I used to talk about it back in 2021 was you could utilize this technology to help you with your investments. So based on the world news, based on what's going on around the world, it can decipher, okay, this stock will probably do well by this date, by this year, because of this happening in the part of the world, in this part of the world. So it can analyze and predict the future of, like, so this is a great example I just popped in my mind that we went over. So it can analyze data like crop fields. So if someone a farmer does wheat, it can analyze how many rain days there were in a year. So there's now normally 300, like there's 365 days in a year, and 128 days is the average amount of how much days there's rain. It can analyze, oh, this year there's only 97 days. So that means that there's going to be less crops, which means that crops with supply and demand, less crops mean the price is higher because demand's going to be higher. So that means that the stock might go up because the cost of the crop is going to be higher. So it can predict that and stuff like that. So it's fucking crazy how deep it can go. And that's just top of my head because I'm remembering what we used to talk about. And I remember that was an example that we saw on a blog that somebody talked about. One of the team members of VXV, he gave that kind of example. So that's how deep it goes. So it can analyze world, like if a leader got into a scandal, it can predict, like, okay, this stock's gonna go down. It's gonna affect this stock. It's gonna affect this stock. It's gonna affect this industry, things of that nature. So it's fucking crazy how deep it can go. It's all analytic and AI driven, and I'm just like, I was just super bullish on it, and I think that with the way that AI is moving right now, I think that this is going to be very, very helpful in a lot of avenues moving forward.
All right, so
it's a lot of it sounds like I'm rambling, but it's fucking crazy.
No, you gave.
It's fucking crazy.
So now a lot of things have changed now because now it's really known as vector space bioscience, which it kind of enters that DeSci space right now. So it is AI.
Are they transitioning? They're transitioning.
Not that they're transitioning. They're basically in two worlds. They're in the DeSci space, the decentralized science space, and they're also in the AI space. And if when I go to their website, it says the purpose of vector space bioscience is vector space bioscience aims to benefit any group involved with launching life into space. So what they're trying to do is kind of help astronauts kind of survive better in space, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be completely honest. Yes, that is the future of what we're where we're going, but in a sense of, like, is that like extremely bullish? For me,
not right now.
I'm like, no, I like, I'm not even sold on that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's playing the narratives really well. It's on the D side narrative, it's on the AI narrative. So whichever narrative pops off first, you're gonna get a pump, I believe. Now, I have a couple red flags with vector space. I have a couple red flags with vector space. If I go to the Twitter, John. If we go to the Twitter is absolutely dead. Like their last post was like in 2023, and to me, that's unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you're trying to build a project and you're trying to be transparent and you're trying to, update the community on what's going on, you kind of need to be posting and building on X and building your community because people are investing into this project, right? They're investing into your token. And you want to make sure that they're, like, come on, like, let's go. What was their last post, right?
December 22nd, 2023.
Dude, that's come on, man. That's over a month ago since they posted. That's not good enough. That's unacceptable, right? We gotta be posting at least every week. Not like once a month. I don't think that's the best way to keep up with your community. Also, I joined the Telegram, and the Telegram was absolutely dead. It has about like 5,000 members, and they're just talking about absolutely nothing that has to do with VXV. There's not really updates. Yeah. They're not talking about anything that's VXV in the chat. They're rarely updating like what's going on. It's scary. It is scary. Which, look at this. They have an amazing which this partnership was in 2020.
Yeah,
we got to
2020.
search to see if this partnership is still even
Intact.
around. But
yeah.
But if I was LCX, I would be concerned about vector space in this partnership because vector space is not doing what it needs to do to stay relevant in this space right now. It's doing a terrible job.
But you see how we are, not completely just bullish across the board on the project. We're being skeptical. We're being honest. We're being, hey, these are the concerns that we have. So that's why you guys make sure to subscribe to the channel. Obviously, leave comments, like the video, share this with a friend, hit the notification bell, because on this channel, we're not here just bullish, invest, whatever, financial advice. We're here, we're giving you real, honest opinions about, whatever it is that we're talking about. So you guys can, understand that we're not here to just buy. We're saying what we're skeptical about as well, too. So Sage is, pointing out some crazy facts about, what they're doing, outside of the bullishness that's kind of arising for them. But I think the bullishness is coming from within the community, the bag holders, the people that have been holding for a long time and kind of held when it tanked. It's not like it's new investors. Like LCX right now is having a lot of new investors on top of the current bag holders. Like LCX is getting a real organic push of, wow, this project's powerful. Wow, this thing is legit. Wow, the tokenomics are great. Wow, it has potential. On top of it hitting, 600% in the last 3 months. So
exactly. And I honestly, what I would say is this, man. It's in both spaces, decentralized science and it's in AI. I could give you a better token for each space. Like AGIX, to me, fulfills what, it's basically the best AI token there is on the market, to me. There's other good ones, but I think AGIX has the best tokenomics. It has the best utility. Now, for decentralized science, I feel like VitaDAO is the best when it comes to decentralized science and what they're
trying to
talk
about that one. I haven't heard about that one. Like
and
the next video, you dropped the gem on me.
In the next video, we'll talk about it. But there's better tokens in those narratives that you could buy versus getting VXV, which is in both. I just don't see personally, like, would I buy it? Would I buy VXV? No. I have to see activity from the community. I have to see activity from the leaders running the project. Currently, right now, there's no activity, and that's just the biggest red flag. I don't want to be investing into a project that the CEO doesn't even care about. You know what I mean? Like, if you cared about this project, you'll be marketing this project. You'll be getting people, interested. You'll be building the community, and they're not doing that, So there's better options out there, right? And if no one's going to market the project and talk about the project, the project's never going to go anywhere. Yeah, it'll pump off of like a narrative, but the way this looks right now, I can say that this kind of looks dead.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta understand, like this token hit $16, was trading over $5-7 for like the whole bull run, and then it went under 10 cents, like under 10 cents. Like that's a lot. Like people who had $1,000 ended up with dollars, less than $1. You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people lost a lot of money holding this token.
Quant's not even moving at this moment either, man.
Yeah.
Quant is kind of dead, and I have hope for Quant. Now, what is moving is Chainlink. Chainlink is basically
Link is
the
a sleeper
opposite,
too.
not the opposite of Quant, but it's Quant's competitor. And
Yeah.
Link is moving versus Quant. Now, I do think Quant is going to have its time where it starts to pump and it starts to move, but it's just not. It's just dead right now. It's not really moving. Which I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm very surprised that it's not moving.
And that's why I think go ahead.
I just think there's better tokens out there. I think if you're trying to make some money, there's better tokens out there. There's fresher tokens out there. For the people that you have to understand this, right? There's a lot of old technology out there on the market. And what you need to be looking for is the newcomers coming up, right? Building new technology on the blockchain. That's the key right there. That's where you're going to make money, right? Not in XRP, not in Bitcoin, not in all these old technology coins. Look at the new layer ones. Look at the new ecosystems that are being built, because that's where the money's going to be made in this next bull cycle.
Yep.
That's a clip.
I agree. Clip it.
I think we kind of got through everything in this video right now.
Yeah. I mean,
but yeah, man, I would just, like I said, man, just VXV is a red flag for me. I'm not buying it. What about you, John?
I mean, I still have my little bag from the bull run. I gotta check it actually. It's in Coin Metro, my Coin Metro account, which I have locked in a minute, but it's there. You know, it's just sitting there. But it's just you know, it's funny. It really is. It's just sitting right there. I'm telling you, like I'm not.
It's time to move. Think about it like this.
It's like $100-something right now.
With the LCX gains, with the VRL gains, I think today VRL was up 7x.
Yeah.
LCX 5x, right? With those gains right there, you would have got your money back.
Yeah.
Off of VXV. And
did I tell you I won 2 things with LCX contests? Like in 2022? So I won $1,000 worth of LCX tokens. It's on Twitter. Like I'll pull it up. Like they shouted me out and everything. That's when LCX followed me, and then Monty followed me, and then I won a trip to Europe. But you had to like it was like with like this event. It was like an event that Monty was in there. I was gonna meet Monty and everything. Like it's fucking crazy, but I couldn't go because it was just like so last minute. Like it was too last minute. It was like a week before. I have it's all documented on Twitter. Like I have to find them.
I'm still waiting for Monty to even acknowledge me.
That shit was crazy. I know. With Monty, you need to follow him back. We're gonna clip this. Monty, you need to follow Crypto Sage right here. He's put a lot of eyes on the LCX token. Like he's one of the faces of this current hype that we're seeing right now. And when I was talking about LCX, no one was paying attention because the channel was still barely new. My platform was still, I think I had like 10,000 followers on TikTok. Like no one was really paying attention to LCX. And Sage, I've always been a fan of LCX. Sage, you know, started talking about it, and he brought a lot of eyes onto the project.
Exactly.
Like he's the one that brought a lot of eyes on it. I just was just there in the beginning. That was it. But I was trying.
Look, I'll say this before we wrap this video up, right? Because we're gonna wrap this video up. Before we wrap it up, I want to say this. You want to know why I say that LCX can do a 700x? It's really simple. It's really simple, right? So the reason why I say that LCX can do a 700x is LCX is trying to tokenize real world assets, correct? Mm-hmm. They're already doing it with diamonds, right? Mm-hmm. We've said they're going to go to silver and gold. Do you understand what the market cap for gold is? $13 trillion. If 1% of gold's market cap went into LCX, that's $130 billion.
You're
That's a
making dumb money.
700x. That's a
You're making
700x.
dumb. Clip that.
Just letting you know, and I just want to let everybody know. So for the people that say there's no way it could 700x, there's no way. Understand the money and the market he's targeting. He's not playing with small money, bro. He's targeting big money. So
there's just people. There's people out there that make videos about how LCX and stuff like that can't do what you're saying it can do, what we're saying it can do. They just don't know anything about the space. They've been out of the game. They're out of touch, and they're just not credible sources to be talking about crypto. So that's why there's a difference when we say something about certain tokens and look at the reaction we get. It's all positive. It's more eyes on it, and whereas some people say stuff about it, like no one. It's just they're just in a room shouting at themselves to themselves. So it's like you can tell a difference when we say anything with LCX. People listen. People ask, "Where do I buy? Tell me more about this token." Like there's a difference.
Well,
no one's listening to.
We're telling people exactly what LCX does, and other people are just saying it's an exchange. It's not even a blockchain. It doesn't have a blockchain. It's just an exchange token. And I don't think people really grasp and understand what LCX is really trying to accomplish. So, for the people that are listening to other people out there, just always ask them, like, hey, what market is LCX trying to target, right? Always ask them that. And I guarantee that they don't even know. And they don't even know what, LCX goal is. So, always test everybody. Don't let people be fudsters and FUD everything. Test them. Put them to the test, because I guarantee they don't even know what they're talking about. So, yeah.
99% of the time.
No. Yeah, 100%, bro. So, like I said, man, this was a good little podcast right here. We talked about VXV. I'm not buying that shit. VRL is pumping.
He said, never mind.
VRL is pumping.
You heard it.
LCX is pumping. And we're going to talk about a D-side project on the next podcast that I actually think that people should start looking at before it explodes. So, yeah.
All right. But I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for everybody that's watching, especially the people that made it to the end this far. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow both of us on Twitter or X, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. Everything's linked below. Make sure you sign up for Blowfin. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to give you some more updates on that private Telegram group. And, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate, I know Sage appreciates all the viewers, all the new subscribers, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. By the way, this is the last time you'll see this camera because I'm going to have a new camera that's coming in tomorrow. So hopefully it's going to look better. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we'll see you guys in the next one.